And also everyone has a secret ingredient that makes their bake to taste different from everyone else. So let me show you my secret ingredients when it comes to baking my buns. Hello there my beautiful souls, I hope you're keeping well like I am. Thank you so much for clicking. I am Jenna Washington and this is the Routine Mom channel. In case you're new here, you're welcome. So if you clicked, this shows that this is your preferred content, so feel free to join the community. It's free. Just click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So yeah, this is the first series of What's Cooking and welcome to my kitchen. I recently did a promo and you guys showed me so much love on that video, so that showed me that you guys are also interested in cooking videos. So as a mom, as a wife, I've been cooking for so many years, so this segment is about just me sharing the recipes that I've come to know, my favorite meals. I also do bake, so I'll also be sharing with you my favorite recipes when it comes to baking, with my signature being the banana bread with sultanas that my family absolutely love. So on today's video, I'll be sharing my recipe of how I make my buns. If you know buns, like the ones you buy for breakfast, good for burgers and all that, yeah, I've come to prefer baking rather than buying. In today's video, that is what I'll be sharing with you, my recipe for making the most soft, buttery tasting buns that you'll ever taste. It's very simple, so let's get on with it. Let me share with you my ingredients. So here I have 4 cups of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour and this is the one that I'm using right now. Here I have 3 eggs, 1 3/4 cup of milk, 3/4 cup of melted butter, teaspoonful of salt, 2 tablespoons of instant dry yeast, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Also here we have some vanilla essence. The recipe also calls for butter, so I've put this here to show you what I regularly use. So I'll begin by this one. This is the one that I've used for the longest time, and this is the Prestige margarine spread, the one enhanced with vanilla flavor. I really love this one so much. It's very affordable. This one right now is 200 shillings and it really does a good job. You can substitute it for butter if you cannot afford butter or if you do not have butter. So I've used this before for my baking and results are awesome. Then I later discovered this. I found this at a Naivas supermarket. It's called Flora, it's a butter, but I have some reservations for this one. I don't know if you've ever used it before. If you have, please let me know your opinion in the comment section, because as for me, okay, they say it has that buttery taste, but I feel you don't feel it as much like when you use like the other, like the KCC butter that like you hardly feel the buttery taste when you bake. Even when you like lick it, you can't even like feel it so much. So I think they need to do something about that. Yes, it's affordable. This one was 300 and something, 140 if I'm not wrong, for 250 grams, but I feel yes, it would be good for baking and all that, but in terms of feeling or tasting that buttery taste, it's not there. They need to enhance it. Then now this is a new one for me. This is the Blue Band baking margarine and it's new. No, I got this one at Quick Mart and I really love it. So compared to this one, I prefer this one. Also, it's affordable. For this 500 grams, it was 370 something. I think 379, I can't remember. As you can see, I've used it quite a lot, and I thought also I'm using today for baking my buns. So this one I do recommend. If you haven't tried this, if you love baking, you can try this. I totally recommend. So I've put them there to show you that you have options. You don't have to just buy the expensive butter from the supermarket. There are other products or brands that are also affordable and they do the same job. So I have here the bowl where we'll be mixing our ingredients. So first we put in our sugar, our dry yeast. Now we follow in with our milk. Then we'll mix it and leave it to sit for 10 minutes so that the yeast can do its thing. So you don't need to cover it, you just leave it for 10 minutes for the yeast to eat on the sugar and do its thing, and then now we can start putting the other ingredients. Our 10 minutes are done. When you leave it for 10 minutes, it will form like this. I don't know if you're able to see, let me give you a close-up. It will look like it has formed some clouds, these ones. That's when you know your yeast is ready. So the next step is to add our butter into the mixture. Follow with the eggs. Then you mix it well. Let me just take my mixer. Got that one. Please slow me down. Okay. Yeah. So you give it a good mix. Then next we need to add our flour, the 4 cups. Next we put in our salt. Then the recipe requires a 1/4 cup of sugar, but I will put in 5 tablespoons of sugar. I forgot to put in our vanilla essence. Let me do that right now. So a tablespoon as well. Now, the good thing about baking at home is that you are allowed to change the recipe to suit in your needs or your preferences or your likes. You can put in some things that you like. You can also remove what you do not like from the recipe. And also everyone has a secret ingredient that makes their bake to taste different from everyone else. So let me show you my secret ingredients when it comes to baking my buns. This is it. This here is my secret ingredient. Adding the powder milk to this mixture like totally changes the whole taste of it, and I don't even know how to explain it. Yani they just taste so nice. You don't feel like you're just eating some baked wheat with sugar and milk and butter. No. So this milk powder totally elevates the taste and the flavor of our buns. So we're gonna put in 3 tablespoonfuls of it into our mixture. So if you've been baking buns, we have also like a secret ingredient. You might want to comment down in the comment section and tell us your secret ingredients when you're baking, the one that makes your bakes to taste different from everyone else. Like, yeah, you cook them and everyone is like, what did you put in it? So yeah, I've put 3 tablespoonfuls. That is my secret ingredients. I'm very curious to know if you have like that one thing that you add even when you're cooking and you don't let people know because it is your secret ingredient, either from your mom, your grandma, you know. Or if you like to experiment cooking and then you find yourself adding one ingredient to your recipe and it changes everything, can you let me know in the comment section? So right now we're just mixing everything together until it is soft. And by the way, our butter was unsalted, so if you're using salted butter, you might want to skip adding the salt. All you want is the texture to be smooth and everything to be mixed together, so it's good as it is right now. I've mixed it for about 3 minutes. Yeah, so we are going to cover it using a cling film for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes and our dough has slightly risen. Now we'll knead it until it is soft. So our dough is ready. So we're going to put some oil on the bowl, then spread it all over. And then we put in back our dough to rest for 1 hour, and now it will be ready to go into the oven. So guys, 1 hour is done and our dough has risen very well. So we're gonna uncover it. And now we knead it a little bit just to get off the air inside. So I'm gonna put this aside, and then I will take my baking tray, and then I will be placing my parchment paper. We'll measure it. Yeah, so what I like to do at this point is to put some oil on the parchment paper. So my oven is preheating at 180 degrees centigrade. The dough should not be sticking. Like your dough, even when you touch it, when you put it on your surface, it shouldn't be sticking. That's how you know your dough is perfect. So I'm gonna divide it into two. And now we'll start working on this piece of dough. So I'll still divide it again into two parts. And make sure you're working on a very clean surface, one that is thoroughly washed and sanitized or disinfected. So I have about 14 balls, I've counted them. So this is how we'll be making them. So you want to roll them around like this, then you tuck them from underneath like this. Then at the bottom, you wanna press it in, and then on the surface, you roll it again so that you get a smooth round ball like this. And then you place them on the baking tray. Second ball, tuck it in like this.
So you continue with the same process until all the balls are done. Just like this.
Then now this is the second dough that was left. So I just wanted to show you that you can also make different designs from the bun. So also this will be making the second lot of the bun, but I'll try and do like a design on top. So let's get on with it. So here is my first design. So I'm gonna place it on my baking tray. This is my second baking tray. I had learned it earlier. So I'm going to place it and put it aside. Then we continue being creative. So for this one, I'm going to cut through like I'm doing. Then you put it on our tray. So I'm just using a fork to get the patterns on top. Our third design. So the next step is to take one egg, just a small amount of vanilla essence into the egg, and also a dash of milk. So this is what we'll use for coating these buns at the top to get that crispy, shiny brown coating. So you use your brush and just apply all over. I hope I mentioned that our oven is preheating at 180 degrees. So it's almost, so that's why I'm hurrying up. So I'm going to coat them evenly like I did the first time to make sure that every bit is coated. So our oven is ready. You've heard the sound. So we'll be putting this in for about 18 to 20 minutes.
Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. Girls like me, I like a magnet to a knot. Can like a lighter from the ocean. I send them my devotion and show them my thoughts. Fools like them, they suss me out and then they ghost. I find a rainbow in the shade, the shadiest of places, a better one I saw. I said,
So guys, we are done with the baking, and this is the final results. These are the round buns, as you can see, and these are the second batch. So I intentionally left them to be like golden brown like this. I love when the crust is a bit crunchy and a bit dark. So that's how I like them. So guys, what do you think? Give me your feedback in the comment section, and you can share your own recipe, the one you have tried to make buns, or if it's your first time and if you really enjoyed this recipe of ours today. Very simple, very easy, whether you're gonna try it and how maybe you're going to tweak it. So yeah, that's it. I'm super excited. The smell in here is so beautiful, it's so wonderful, and we just can't wait to dig in. And that's it for today's simple recipe of making soft, buttery, tasty buns. That's how I make it. What's your style? Kindly share in the comment section. So I'll be leaving all the ingredients and also the step-by-step preparation in the description box, so be sure to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate for you coming to support us. So don't leave without also giving this video a thumbs up, because that helps our channel grow. This has been the Routine Mom channel. See you on the next one. Bye.